Are you going to take action against the Sultan? You haven't done anything?
No, you see, what I said was that the Sultan, not that I was going to take any action.
Oh, okay.
I think the way it has been reported as if I was personally going to take action against the Sultan, not at all. What I had said was, I was asked in fact to look into the position when this crisis arose, and my advice was the Sultan could be taken to court, and I still stick by that view. It's very simple. If you look at Article 181(2) of the Federal Constitution, and that states, no proceedings whatsoever shall be brought against the ruler of a state in his personal capacity except in the special court. In other words, in his personal capacity he can be sued only in the special court and nowhere else. So it follows, if it is official capacity, there is no bar to it. The constitutional provision does not say in his personal or official capacity. So, on elementary principles, I don't know why I've been sort of pushed from pillar to post for having suggested what is in fact the legal remedy.
So you're just suggesting, you didn't say you're going to take action or...
No, I would have, of course, advised the government to do that.
Okay.
That was my advice to them, which was not taken. They felt that, they had to be a little careful when dealing with the Sultan. I don't think that ought to have been, the position that they ought to have taken. There's nothing wrong. In fact, in 1977, I had a case where, if I remember correctly, 5 applications for habeas corpus. Now, what had happened was this. You see, in a habeas corpus application, where a detainee is detained, now, as of right, he can make representations to the advisory board. The advisory board puts up a report to the king.
Okay.
And at that time, the king was required within 3 months to confirm that decision of the advisory board. Confirm or reject it. And in these cases, the king did it out of the 3 months. So my argument was that the king, in fact, did not act in accordance with the constitution. I took it before 2 judges, one in Penang, Justice Fred Nandam. He practically chased me out of court. He said, "Are you questioning the king's, decision and authority?" I took up another one here in Kuala Lumpur before Justice Hamid. He later became the Lord President. He was a little polite this time, but he dismissed the applications. I took it up to the federal court because habeas corpus, the appeal is direct to the federal court.
Okay.
And I went to the federal court. 3 judges sat, headed by Justice, or at that time the Lord President Sufyan. They heard me halfway. Sufyan said, no, look here, Karpal, I think what you are contending has very larger consequences and implications than just 3 of us deciding it. We'll convene as 5. 5 of them said, and they agreed with me that what the king had done was unconstitutional, and all 5 were set free. So it has happened. Of course, in that case, it was not the king whom I sued. It was the Minister of Home Affairs who in fact ordered the detention under his order. But it was the king who confirmed it. So it was the king's decision which was declared to be unconstitutional by the court. So there is a precedent, and as I said, Article 1812 is clear. There are calls for, for me to be charged for sedition for what I have said. I can't understand that. I just can't understand how that could be sedition. That is a legal opinion backed by the Constitution and by this 5-man bench, way back in 1977. It's all reported. It's in the law reports.
Well, what case is that actually?
It is Tan Boon Liat, Dre Tan Boon Liat. It is reported in 1977. I think it is 2 MLJ, page 105 or thereabouts. I appeared in that.
Okay, well, what is the case? Sorry, my
habeas corpus, is it?
Habeas corpus. Very simple. The case was this. These people were detained under an order of the Home Affairs Minister.
emergency ordinance or something like
Yeah,
that.
this was emergency ordinance.
Okay.
All right, huh? All right. They then made representations to the advisory board after they were sent to, Polo Jajak at the time.
Okay.
Advisory board made, made a decision, or certain recommendations are made and sent to the king to confirm otherwise. The king was required at that time to act within 3 months, confirm it or not to confirm it. The king acted out of the 3 months. My contention was that was unconstitutional. The king could only act within 3 months. He acted out of 3, and therefore what he did was wrong, unconstitutional. As a result of that case, in fact about 3 or 4 months later, the constitution was amended to read that the king shall confirm a detention order within 3 months or such period agreed upon by the Yangi Pranakon. In other words, it has to be extended, and the Agong could extend it. So,
Who was the
it
king?
will be a miscarriage of justice if I am jailed for sedition.
Who was the king?
But let me make it very clear, I fight my case. I won't give up that easily.
So that day you mentioned Singh. Do you actually watch the movie or anything?
So I have watched this movie. I think it was.
What do you think about it?
I think it's a very, nothing like, seeing a Sikh James Bond. It's very entertaining.
Do you think you could relate to the main character or anyone?
Not that I want to relate to the it just came out that day, just to tell them, look here, don't play around with me. Singh is king. And you find Mukri saying that I've insulted the rulers by saying that.
Do you think that's absurd when they come
It's
up with
absurd.
such statements?
Then what about Burger King?
That's a good one.
I think that there has to be a limit to these things, isn't it? No, I didn't mean it, in any derogatory sense. I mean, it was more, as I said earlier, you don't play around with me, Singh is king. I think it's gone quite well with the people, a lot of people who meet me, they're quite sort of taken up by it. I mean, they laugh, that's about it, I don't think anybody sort of goes beyond that to say that I've insulted the monarchy or anything of that sort.